Can loud people have quiet confidence? This topic has been on my mind for about 6 months, and I just decided to make a video about it. This word, quiet confidence, has been a buzzword this whole year. Old money versus new money. You want to be elegant, you don't want to be a show off. I think we have a lot of misconceptions about quiet confidence, and we also have a lot of misconceptions about the loud person. So I want to uncover what we have against loud people and why we automatically think that you cannot be loud but have quiet confidence at the same time. The actual wording of this question is specifically to make you think that these two are mutually exclusive. Being loud versus being quietly confident, you might think, oh, these are two completely different things. But I want to talk about the difference of being loud because your energy is just loud and it's chaotic in the best way possible, or you're arrogant and everything's about you all the time. So let's start by defining loud person. They interrupt people mid-sentence because instead of listening to understand, they listen so that they can reply. They're always bragging. If they don't brag, it's because you know something's up. They didn't do as well as they think they did. They mock or correct people in public to make themselves feel funnier or smarter. Like, for example, like, I went to Paris, France, and I had a croissant, and you're just sitting there like, what? Like, I know that's how you correctly pronounce it, but it's just like the tone that they say it in, it's like it's a condescending form. And they'll act like they don't know what you're saying if you're not saying it in the right accent. You'll be like, oh, like I went and like had a croissant or something. They'll be like, what? What is that? Oh, a croissant. Bro, actually, chill. Some of, if not a lot of their beliefs are often that they are smarter, they are funnier, they are more interesting than everybody else. Their loudness isn't like the other, like, authentically loud people. It's not about actual excitement and amusement. It's about proving something. It's about being dominant in the conversation, being dominant in the room. It's attracting all the attention to them because they care about how they're perceived more than they care about how they're impacting others or how they're helping others in some way. Now I want to define what a loud person to me is. So a loud person in authentic scenarios and an authentic way has a sort of chaotic, spontaneous energy to them. When someone is being loud just for the sake of filling the silence, you can sense it. It's an energy thing, and if you can't explain it, you can definitely sense it. However, when you're loud because you want to contribute to the conversation, or you have something important to say, or you're laughing because something's actually funny, or you're an easily laughable person, what a blessing it is to, for example, laugh easily. I saw this TikTok post that said, I'm so blessed to be able to laugh easily because I find every little thing funny, which makes my day better. Personally, I'm an easily laughable person. I laugh at legitimately anything, even if it's not funny. I laugh at dad jokes. Yeah. You don't necessarily have to be a social butterfly. You are just not afraid to express what's on your mind at the moment. You are not afraid to say the kind thing, not the nice thing. And you're also not afraid to step up for yourself and put boundaries up. That's a part of being quietly confident because you know your worth, you know what you stand for, you know who you are. And when you're coming from a place of, this is who I am, I just like talking, I like never shut up. I never shut up. Everybody always tells me as soon as you started talking, like we all knew it was game over. And yeah, I never know how to shut up. But I do know when I don't want to talk. I got way better over the years at not filling the silence just to fill the silence. Now, the last thing I'm going to define is the quiet confidence. What is quiet confidence and how can you spot quiet confidence in a person or in yourself? So, they speak with intention and purpose. They don't say anything unless it is necessary or contributes something to the conversation. They also listen actively. This is something that I feel like Gen Z and the generations after us are really declining in, is listening to understand, not just listening to respond. If you want a village, be a villager. Another thing that a quiet, confident person does is that they compliment because they can, because they want to. They don't compliment to get a compliment, and they don't compliment if it's not genuine. The more you genuinely compliment someone, the more you'll be able to receive compliments too, because you'll think they're genuine. When people deflect compliments, that kind of is a red flag to me, because then are the compliments that you give me or other people not genuine? Think about it. Next is that confident people do not overshare. They don't feel the need to, again, fill the silence to make it less awkward, and they stand on business. Most of the time, quietly confident people think differently than people who aren't confident. They don't compare themselves, which is really hard to do. Way easier said than done. They accept their mistakes, and also they don't point them out in public to make fun of themselves. They don't degrade themselves for their mistakes. But if someone points out their mistakes, they accept it and they move on and they try to improve. For example, when someone says your math is not the best, or you're not really that great with numbers, you'd be like, yeah, I know, I'm working on it. That's much more confident than saying, no one ever mentioned it, but you start saying, I like suck at math, I like suck at numbers, I'm so like dumb. Like, they also stay grounded under pressure. It's really hard to do in certain environments, obviously, when there's a lot of chaotic people that bring out the worst in you. And also it happens that you're emotionally intelligent outside of home, but then you come home and like all of a sudden everyone starts pissing you off. The way they stay grounded under pressure is that they know they can handle it. This is like a key concept in Islam, which is tawakkul, is the belief that God does not burden a soul more than it can bear. So if you are giving this hardship, you can overcome it and you will overcome it. Feelings are temporary, actions and behaviors are permanent. On a final note, I want to be one of the people to tell you that it's okay to have naturally loud and chaotic, in the beautiful way, energy, and have quiet confidence. You can and you should have both at the same time. They should not be mutually exclusive. The worst thing is, because it's on trend to be quiet and reserved, you sacrifice your authentic energy to be more quiet like them. But in my experience, whenever I've tried to be more quiet and to be more docile and to talk less and be more reserved, it's never turned out for me in the way that I've hoped. Whatever your natural authentic energy is and how you would react in situations, if you're a social butterfly, if you're shy and reserved wallflower, don't be sad about it. Take advantage of it. It's your secret. This is such a cliche thing to say, but it's your secret superpower. So if you're thinking, I need to be quiet to have quiet confidence, or if I'm loud, then I'm arrogant, that's not true. Think again. I love you, and have a good rest of your week. Bye.